Go. What's up, boys? I'm here back with the Fun with Evan channel. Sorry for the very much long video yesterday because yesterday was a very big topic, which was the commercial revolution. Today, hopefully, this will be a shorter video. Okay. Today, we're going to talk about the military revolution. Again, break the word. Military means weapons. Revolution means new ideas. So, new ways of military. But in this revolution, we're not necessarily making new ways of military so much. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you one thing. The military revolution has three parts. Hear me what I'm saying. The military revolution has three parts. Two parts are derived from the financial revolution, means two parts of the military revolution are derived. What I'm saying derived from the financial revolution, or we can say the commercial revolution. So let's start. We discussed that financial revolution is happening, commercial revolution is happening. You can call it both, no problem. The commercial revolution is happening. Western Europe is allocating companies to go to oceanic voyages, sell the resources of that colony in such a way that the country and the company gets a profit, right? We discussed about that, and this is giving all the Western European countries immense amount of money, a lot of money, a lot of knowledge. But mainly what is giving you? It's giving you a lot of knowledge. It is giving West Europe a lot of knowledge, and it's also giving West Europe a lot of new ideas. Of what? If you know Europe in this type of year, you were going through all types of wars. Right in this, what was happening, the War of Spanish Succession, which if you guys comment down below, I might discuss, but I might not discuss too much. War of the Spanish Coalition, because like you saw, I don't discuss so much about battles. I discuss more about the details and its impact on the world history and about the economics of the country. So overall, there's a lot of wars happening in Europe. And every country is trying to outshine each other through good military things. Like what? Britain always wants to be in military a step ahead of France in this year. In a year, we can say 1720s, 1740s. They want to be a step ahead. So what they do, they have colonies, right? What these colonies do, they give immense amount of knowledge, a lot of money, and these two things, when combined together, make new military weapons. Let me tell you, in 1700s, new types of cannons are being made. New type of riflers are being made. Muskets are being made. Grenadiers are being made. So a lot of new types of rifles, a lot of new types of artillery are being made. So you see, so military revolution, new ideas of the military. And the first part of it is this: the change in infantry, artillery, and cavalry. Why? Why did all this change happen? Well, because every European country is trying to have a military better than all the other countries of Europe. So to get a better military, you just don't need soldiers. You don't need 1,000 guns. What you need is creativity and new military weapons. You need unique and new military weapons. So that's what the Western Europe is doing. It's making new military weapons. Through what? Through the knowledge and money it's getting from the colonies. So we discussed the example of infantry. In 1720s to 1740s, musketeers are being made, grenadiers are being made, new types of musketeers. Okay, new types. These things are still in the past. They were still in 1700s, but in 1720 to 1740, they were modified. Cannons were modified. Cannons were there. Cannons were there in 1700s, but they are now modified. Cavalry is not too much modified. It's not too much, to be fair. Like, yeah, you can now hold up some guns in a cavalry horse. That's a different thing. But not too much. So we discussed the first part of the military revolution, which is increase in the new types of or we can say modification of infantry, modification of artillery, modification of cavalry. Okay. Now we go to the second part, which is again derived from the financial revolution. Okay. Another thing that is being organized from the financial revolution is uses and new types of forts. New types of forts are being made. There's more reliance on engineers. Like if I go on a war in 1700s, what I can say you? Yeah, War of Spanish Succession. Many times engineers were needed in that battle, right? A lot of engineers were needed. And why? Well, engineers are being in high demand in 1700 because of their now ability to make new types of bridges, their ability to make strong walls to defend a city, you know, and their strong fortifications they can make, their good bridges, good type of transport roads. So you see, engineers are in high demand. So these like fortifications, bridges are now in higher demand. Why? Because now money is more. So now, because they have now, if I can write, yeah, I'm gonna write it on. Okay. They have, they've got knowledge. They've got knowledge from the colonies, plus money from the colonies. Sorry for that. And the result comes in such a way that armies of Europe, armies of West Europe rely highly on engineers. Okay, they rely highly on the engineers. Why? Because they're seeing that, so they're seeing that these bridges or these fortifications will help us more. Like if we take the example of bridges will speed up our transport from one place to another, or these new type of fresh roads will make it easier for our infantry to walk and go quickly. So you see, engineers are being used a lot. This is the second part. First part, modification of infantry, cavalry, artillery. Second step, more reliance on engineers. What is the third part? What is the third part of the military revolution? The third part of the military revolution is not derived from the financial revolution. It is not derived from the financial revolution. And this third element of the financial revolution is order. Order, discipline of European armies. This is one of the parts of the military revolution that is in all of Europe. Means all of Europe has now disciplined, well-behaved armies, which are well-behaved, well-disciplined. They always stay together. They don't break their sequencing. They don't break their setups. So, they're now disciplined armies. And this has nothing to do with the financial revolution. So why are they making armies that are disciplined? Well, they realize. What do they realize? I'll undo this completely. I'll now remove this and I'll tell you. They realize, I'm gonna put it here, okay? They realize that all armies, even armies of small empires, have gunpowder weapons. They realize that every army in the world, even the armies of small kingdoms, have gunpowder weapons. Even they have cannons. Even they have infantry. Even they have cavalry. Like, what is the difference? Well, the difference is being created in Europe. How? I can show you this by image, right? I'll show you an image. The image of Battle of Plassey, right? We'll do this. Okay. I'm sorry if you have to see from a small image and I zoom in. So for some reason it's not expanding, but if you really, if you really concentrate on the image, I'm so sorry that I'm making you do this. I'm so sorry. But if you really, I'm trying to find a way. Okay, okay. If you really zoom in, or if you look at very carefully, these are the British. I'll make a circle if I can. I'll draw something. These are the British. Look how organized they are. Okay? Look how much organized they are. Okay? This is also the British. This is also the British. And I think this are the Indians. Look how misorganized are the Indians. Look how organized are the British. Difference. That's the difference. The difference is the European armies are more trained. They have more discipline. Okay? You understand? Let's go to some more images and understand this. This is the Battle of Molwitz when the Prussians attacked the Austrians. And look at the charge. Look how organized the charge is. There's a leader. So I can make a stamp. This man is the leader. He's leading, or okay, he's the general. He's the general, and these all soldiers are chasing him. There, no one is behind. No one's to ahead. Everyone is in a line. So you see the organization of the European armies. You have to remember that Prussia is not in West Europe. Prussia, okay, Prussia, the new state Prussia, is not in Europe. Sorry, it's not in Western Europe. It is in Central and Eastern Europe. It is not in Western Europe. but still it has a very organized army. Means the whole Europe is going through this third part of the military revolution, which is organization and the training of your army. What else I can show you? I think, yeah, this is this. I wanted to show you this. Battle of Rosbach. Look how much organized this is. Wait a minute for a second. Wait a minute for a second. I have to do one thing. Okay. I'll share my screen to you again. I'm so sorry. So, back to this. Back to this image. This is the war between Prussia and France and Austria. The Battle of Rosbach, Third Sicilian War. Prussia winning. I think. Let me just. I'll search it later. I'll tell you. But I will pause the recording for a second. So, the Third Silesian War, where Frederick the Great's army come out victorious. But yes, you can't probably, okay, you can probably see that these are probably, wait a minute, okay, yeah. You can probably see, I think that these are the French and Austrians. I think these are the Austrians fighting the Prussians. But and this is the French. But all I want you to see how organized this army is. Look at this. Look at this. This. All of it. So organized. This as well. It's not even that much disorganized. They're in full battle and they're still not completely disorganized. They're still a little organized. So you see, the European armies are so organized at this point now. Should I show you another image? Hopefully you don't get bored with images. Yeah, this is the last one I've done. That the two only left I'm going to show you. Okay. This is a wonderful cavalry charge, but I want to show you here again organization. Wonderful, wonderful. And this is the French thing they did. French square. This was also used in many other campaigns, you know, Napoleon as well. The French square. Look how much organized they are. And the enemy is coming out on them, but they're not scared. They're not panicking and running away. They're fighting, and they are staying in an organized manner. They're staying in an organized way. So now, we discussed about, you know, more about this organization of army. Then I'm gonna go to some other part of the military revolution. Navy, the Navy part. All we talked about here was army. Now we're gonna talk about the Navy. Due to the military revolution, the Navy ships are being modified to like carry out cannons. They're being engineers are building now ships in such a way that cannons can be inserted in them. Okay. Second, navies are getting organized. navies are getting organized. I'll just tell you, like this image here. The Battle of Vigo Bay, the the Dutch invasion of Spanish port, or we can say the raid made by Dutch forces. The Dutch forces made a raid on the Spanish port, and this is what happened. Look at, I'm gonna make a stamp. Look how organized this navy is. Look how organized this navy is. I'm gonna actually look at it. Look how organized this navy is. So same point. The Europeans are so much organized in their navy as well. And look at this new navy ship. Does it look like the navy ship of 1650s, 1670s, 1700s? No, because this okay, actually it's of 1700. This is the ship of 1700. So, but does it look like a ship of 1690s? No, the 1690 ship is so much weaker. Now let's go to mouse. And this is the last thing I'm going to show you. The 1774 War of Toulon. Look at the modifications of the naval ships. Naval ships can bombard so much harder. And second thing I want you to see, organization again. Look how are they organized. This is just insane how are they organized. Look at this. They're so much organized. And look at the bombardment that's happening. Look at this. Look at the bombardment. So you see, due to the military revolution, navy ships are being modified and there's an order in the navies. The navies are in some discipline. The navy is in a disciplined order. So you see. So let me stop share now. Okay, so what we learned from today's lecture. We studied the effect of military revolution, and we talked about two things that were derived from the military. No, two components of the military revolution. Two components of the military revolution derived from the financial revolution, and one wasn't derived from the financial revolution. We talked about two navy ones. Now, your question will be, when did the navy ones also were derived or not? The navy modification was derived from financial revolution. The navy modification was derived from the financial revolution, or we can say the commercial revolution. The organization of navy ships did not have any relationship with the commercial revolution. But did it actually have it? It had an indirect relation with it, but not a direct relation like the other ones. Like others have a direct relation. This one has a very much indirect relation, which I'm not going to go deep into. So let's just discuss for the last time the 5 things that we discussed. Okay, the 5 things, the 5 components. Number 1, armies are being modified. Infantry, cavalry, and artillery are being modified. Armies are getting mannered. Armies are getting trained. Armies now have discipline. Number 3, the Western Europe armies are relying more and more on engineers. On what? Engineers. Number 4, the navy ships are being modified. What is being modified? What is being modified? The navy ships are being modified. And number 5, the navies of states like the British Navy, French navies, these navies are being so much more now organized. So I hope you enjoyed this. Next time we'll do the fate of North America and India in 1750s. So see you guys then.